Joined now by Denver Mayor Mike Johnston. Mayor Johnston, thank you for your time.
You bet. Thanks for having me.
As of this moment, there are two sales tax measures on Denver's ballot are faring very differently. The sales tax increase to benefit Denver Health is up big by double digits. The sales tax increase that you personally backed for an affordable housing fund is trailing, too close to call. Why do you think there's such a big gap?
I think they're two very different issues. We knew these were going to be uphill battles. It's obviously a very uncertain time in the country, and I think people, as they watch the national trends, are cautious about taking on big new commitments in the city. We know affordable housing is one of the most important issues in the city. It's a complicated issue to tackle, lots of ways to go about it. We think this is one ambitious way to approach it, but we knew it was going to be touch and go all the way. So we think there's still a path to get it across the finish line, and we'll wait to see results that come in tonight and probably, frankly, in the coming days. We don't think it'll be done tonight, but we also know this is an issue we won't give up on regardless. There are always more ways to go out solving a hard problem. We'll find our way through if we need to.
So is there anything other than hope that suggests that you are going to be able to close the margin? How do you even gauge something like that on a measure like this, right? You don't necessarily have historical voting patterns because it's the first time that you've put this up. So what are you gauging it by right now?
Yeah, so right now we're looking at the way the margin is closed from the first drop to the second drop. The first drop is all the earliest voters, which tend to lean more conservative. We know there were a lot of young voters that had not voted until the last 3 or 4 days. Those young voters have come in historic numbers, including today was the largest turnout day. So these results will still only really through Friday. We were down 52-48. We'd have to win the rest of the batches by a 52-48 margin to come even. This most recent batch that came in, we did win 52-48. So if the next set of batches all come in at that same margin or greater, which we could see from a stronger, younger electorate, there is a real path. But we know it'll be close either way, and so we'll stay at it all the way until to the finish line.
I appreciate you citing math over hope there. How about Proposition 131, which you, the governor, Senator Hickenlooper, supported, and Coloradans appear to be rejecting wholesale tonight, this change to our electoral system to move to open primaries and ranked choice voting. Are you surprised that that's going down by double digits?
I thought it would be closer, but I also know this is asking for a big change to systems people have known for a long time. It also takes time for people to get used to the idea of big change. Often it takes getting familiar with the topic and then coming back to it 2 or 3 times. And so we know this is the most ambitious plan of its kind in the country. It was never going to be easy. I think it's raised the conversation across the state about how we make sure we get thoughtful, centrist leaders from both parties. That's something I think both parties and all the people in the state want. You just got to find out the best way to get there.
And Mayor Johnston, a final question for you. Certainly a lot of votes to be counted in the swing states in the presidential race. But as we sit here tonight at 9:40 p.m., it looks like there's a very good chance that Donald Trump is going to win a second term. You know that the city of Denver would be a target under a future President Trump. In the past, he's talked about stripping away any funding sources he can from so-called sanctuary cities like Denver. Are you, as mayor, prepared to lead Denver through a second Trump term?
We'll be prepared for whatever comes. Denver's not going to change our values. We're not going to compromise on our values. We're not going to abandon our residents who are here and give up their rights or their protections to any administration. And so we're still hopeful there's a lot of votes to be counted in Pennsylvania and others that still give Kamala a real path to victory. But Denver is going to show up and serve people every single day, no matter who's the president, and that will not change.
Denver Mayor Mike Johnston, appreciate your time tonight. Thank you.